Joey Cherry has joined the chat.
Who's Joey Cherry? This is mad suspicious.
I don't know.
Joey Cherry. Who are you, Joe Cherry? Do you like McDonald's?
I guess if we don't have things up like inflammatory backgrounds, like, is a cheeseburger pancakes with meat?
Or does pineapple belong on pizza? Which it does.
Or, is a hot dog just a taco?
What?
There are people, listen, there are a lot of people out there very
I've never heard that.
Interesting.
I've never heard that thought. Is a hot dog just a taco? I mean,
listen, some people call, what was it? I forgot what it was, but something was an empanada, but they're like, no, a crepe is an empanada.
I can see that.
People have really weird, like, it depends on which part you live, right?
No, to me, it's like, what edible were you on and where can I get it?
That wasn't me. This is like legit
Not you.
Conversations.
When people come up with stuff like that, that's my thought process. Like, what edible were you on and where can I purchase it?
Everybody I've heard talk about when it comes to like, we all know, even in the Caribbean, depending on which part you're from, people would have, what's the greatest debate now?
Curry chicken versus chicken curry.
Chicken curry. And I always tell people it's both because it depends on where you're from.
Absolutely not. It's curry chicken, sir.
Sure.
It's curry chicken. It's not chicken. You do not chicken
it depends
the
on where
curry.
You're from.
No. Guyanese people had it backwards for years. They always talk about they want to chicken the curry. How do you chicken the curry? You can curry the chicken. Curry peas.
Okay.
Curry goat.
Yeah.
It's not chicken curry.
Yes.
Guyanese people are backwards. They always been backwards.
We know someone that's Guyanese.
I know many people that's Guyanese.
I should send this to her right now.
And she would try to call in right now, and she'd probably start,
I don't. Can I even? I don't. Well, we would have to be in there to do that.
Exactly. No.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about food wars debates and stuff.
Why is it every time we start these shows we always talk about? Remember last time we talked about the video games, Black Ops first before we got into the actual episode?
Yeah.
We gotta stop doing this.
Which I finished Black Ops. It's pretty cool.
Oh Lord. How you doing, folks? Sorry for the meandering all around the topic. Welcome to ISO Insiders, where we like to talk about tech, all the wonderful lenses, cameras, stream decks, and live streaming actions, and all the other
production work.
Because we're two grown men with a studio with a lot of technology that like to talk about technology.
Yes.
It's like a giant man cave, according to our wives.
Yes.
They both agree on that.
Yes. Oh. That has people on the same floor.
Oh, I'm like, what was that? I thought the tripod case fell.
No.
All right.
It would have been much louder.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So today we're here to talk about Oh, yes, my turn. So we're here to talk about the Viltrox autofocus 135mm f1.8 lab lens.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for this lens because my iPad's about to fall. First of all, I don't have anything that's 135mm. Like, I think the longest focal length I have is 105. So I've always wanted a 135mm lens, and I'm seeing this lens pop up over and over and over again on YouTube. And the reason why is because it's f1.8, and that works in really great low light situations, and the background is just creamy with the bokeh. So let's go over the specs of this wonderful lens, right? So it's full frame, like I said, for Sony. It has an aperture range of f1.8 to f16, which is like, I think it'll be f22, but no, only the f16. Has 14 elements and 9 groups. The minimum focusing distance is 0.72. Is it meters? You know what? I gotta look it up. I never actually understood what the measurement was for minimum focusing distance. How close do you have to be to actually have something in focus before you have to really have like a macro lens? Because if the lens gets too close, everything just gets blurry. You can't use every lens to get close up portraits and stuff. True. Which is why if you ever hear me talking about I want a macro lens because I'm trying to get up in a model's face and try to see every single pore. Especially if I'm doing like makeup work. But yeah. I gotta look that up. Filter thread size 82mm, so it's pretty wide. Most of my lenses I think are like 67. So you want to use either a step up ring or a step down ring depending on what kind of filters you're trying to put on.
Yeah.
And the weight is 2.7 pounds, so it is beefy.
That's a big lens.
It's a big old lens.
Yeah.
And what everybody is really excited about is the fact that it's $899 right now.
Oh,
that's pretty good compared to, let's say, the Sony G Master version. Which actually, let me get how much is a Sony lens right now for that same? Let's see.
I mean, mainly you're playing for what, the glass.
Well, first of all,
construction.
Lenses aren't cheap, especially really fast lenses. They're not cheap. But good, you're gonna pay for good quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sony 135, 1.8. You're looking at. Wait, I'm confused. Best Buy is selling it for. Oh no, that's. I hate when they do that. When you have ads up, you're looking for one thing, and they suggest ads for another, but the ad is cut off, so you think you're clicking on it. Well, I see it used G Master for $868, but brand new, you're looking at. I'm seeing it listed for. Jesus, $2,098. But it's on sale right now for $14.99 at this one particular website.
Just $14.99 without the tax.
So, yeah, no, this is crazy. So yeah, brand new. This lens, the Sony equivalent, the G Master lens, is $2,099.99, right? But you can get this lens, this Viltrox lens, which arguably performs just as well as the G Master equivalent, for only $900. Think of all that money that you're saving. You could literally buy another camera body.
Yeah, that sounds about correct. It's like when it comes to the pricing of those things, because usually it's never really that.
There's never that much of a price gap. But like, I'm so happy that there's more third-party lenses coming out, especially for Sony, because you have like the Tamron equivalents, Sigma equivalents, and the fact that I can sit there and spend not that much money and still get really good focus, because now a 135mm lens is in range for me. Like, I can actually go and purchase one. Well, after I purchase everything else I want to purchase for Christmas, but still, like, I can actually go out there and get these shots. And I've been seeing all these reviews of the lens, and well, I know YouTubers love it, but I've been seeing people on Facebook actually post their work and their pictures, and I'm seeing some really good work with this lens. And the fact that it's not Sony, like I said, the autofocus is still really fast. Oh, and on top of that, it's weather sealed.
Oh, that's really good.
So it's like you're getting a high quality lens.
Yeah.
For a affordable price, which I think is amazing, especially if you're a photographer or a videographer.
Gotcha.
And the fact that it's f1.8 means in low light situations, you have a banger on your hand.
Because then it's like, I guess that can help with if you are just like, I wouldn't say this is a lens you can start out with. It's like
No.
But if you're taking advice from like, say, YouTuber, it depends on the YouTuber, because there are some YouTubers out there, they have a lot of followers and they make a lot of money. So, and also they get shit for free. Some of them. I don't think they get a whole lot of lenses for free, but they have enough money to purchase these lenses to do the things they do and whatnot.
Not to mention the fact that they have the affiliate links and people buy the lenses through their links.
Right.
They're gonna make a nice chunk of change. We don't have those.
Yeah, no, we ain't got it. We're not even showing it on screen, so it is what it
well,
is.
yeah, that's only because my laptop's over there doing some other video work, so I'm not even gonna bring it over here. But the point is, like, let me just put that. If you're starting photography, this is not the lens for you. Because if you're shooting a model with this lens, right? I was joking around and said with a 135mm, you got to be down the block to get like the full body. And then it's like, do you ever have the headset, or you got to have a megaphone to communicate with the model to see
pose this
how to pose them and stuff like that. No, you don't want to have this lens.
Yeah.
If you're starting off, you want like a nice 50mm. It's a very versatile lens. You can get close-ups, you can do medium, you can get a whole body portrait. It's amazing lens. But if you're somebody like me who's been shooting for a while, this 135 could really open up your options. It's not necessarily a lens I would probably use in studio. I'm actually curious to see. I don't think we have enough space this way to use it. Maybe this way, but not this way.
Yeah, no.
But
go outside.
Outside, exactly. Outside. Oh, also 135 is pretty good to use for sports. And the fact that it has fast autofocus means it could probably keep up with athletes who are moving fast. Basketball, volleyball. Let's say you're into like F1 like me, and you have a chance to shoot the cars. They're moving around the tracks really fast. You can actually have a chance to keep up.
Yeah, the some of the lens tech and just technology around those type of events is amazing. I've seen I think I saw it was weird. It was like a behind the scenes shot of one of Taylor Swift's concerts where they had the cameras. It was a robo camera on like a track.
Yeah, and it just flies across.
Yeah, which I was like, I've never seen a Taylor Swift concert, so I have no idea. I was like, is she really moving around that fast? But it's like that's something you see more at sporting events. And, it was just like this huge camera. And it was just like
think about the sky cams, the ones that run on the wires that zoom across the field. Like those are pretty cool.
Those are crazy. I was like, I always feel like. I was like, I don't know who convinced people to hey, let's put this $50,000 camera on this wire,
and then trust it to not fall on top of an athlete's head,
and just sling it across. It was like, because when I saw that, I was like, I feel like there's a more efficient way of doing this. But
I mean, to be fair, those same events will have helicopters flying overhead. Especially, let's say like you're doing the F1 Grand Prix, you're gonna see helicopters right above the cars.
Yeah.
Not right above, but high enough with those really crazy cameras. They definitely don't have like a 135mm on there. They have something that's
something different. Yeah,
like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Because it's like I said before in the show, it's like, don't forget Apple makes cameras too, but they just don't talk about it.
What kind of cameras Apple make?
They make a 3D camera, which popped up at an event when they were releasing the Pro. What is it called? Apple Pro Vision?
Oh, yeah, the Apple Pro Vision. The $3,500
right.
VR.
It was at an NBA game, and they had specialty cameras with like their own lenses and stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, we all know Apple contracts other companies, especially. I think they work closely with Sony and
I'm about to say
Samsung.
Sony and Samsung. They have.
Yeah, so it's probably a Sony camera. It's probably something that was, but you can't find it. There's you can't go online. Oh, let me see. There's nah, these are specifically made to give their version of VR or 3D or whatever. And which I've never tried on the Vision Pro.
I have not been lucky enough to try it.
Right.
But I heard it's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people, what do they call it? Spatial video? I think that's what it's called.
Is there a whole movie that was made specifically for that headset?
No, not yet.
I think there was.
There was? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw a review about it. They somebody, a tech reviewer.
I could see that. I could see them doing that with their Apple TV
I gotta look
endeavors. They keep releasing movies all the time anyway. They just announced a new one called the Gorge.
The trailer just popped up on my YouTube today.
Yeah. It looks pretty interesting. But for the most part,
Submerged.
Okay.
There's a movie called Submerged that was captured.
James Cameron.
Captured in Apple immersive video, written and directed by Academy Award winner Edward Berger. The action-adventure story is set during World War II and follows the submarine sailor as they try to survive a torpedo attack.
And you can only watch it on Apple Vision Pro?
Well, it's made one. Look at this. 180-degree 8K recordings with spatial audio that transport viewers to different places. Some examples include an immersive experience from The Weekend, a behind-the-scenes look at the 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend, and Big Wave Surfing, a sports series with Red Bull. And last but not least, users can also watch over 150 3D movies from top studios, including recent releases and all-time favorites. Some examples include Avatar, The Way of the Water, Dune, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and the Super Mario Brothers movie. I would love to watch Dune on the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, I keep seeing ads for that, but how much that thing cost? $1,400 or $20-something.
What, the Apple Vision Pro?
Yeah,
I think it's
it's like $4,000.
I think it's $3,500.
It's like $35. Yeah,
that's a car.
Yeah, it's a nice used car.
That's a nicely used car, bro.
Do you want to eat this month or no?
Some people, that's their rent.
Yeah. But yeah, not to get too off topic, but it's still in the realm of lenses and stuff like that. But the lens you're talking about, what would you say you would recommend for mid mid to professional level
Yeah,
photographer?
no, for this particular lens, yeah, I would say mid.
Mid.
I would say mid because a professional would just want to invest in the Sony one for the sharpness.
Right.
But for like, I would say mid professionals, this is pretty good for wedding photographers, portrait photographers, especially if you have the room. If you have the room to sit there and use this lens properly, I think it could be a banger.
Oh. Okay.
Sports photographers,
Mm.
you know what, and even nature photographers. Photographers.
Bird watchers.
Bird watchers. If you go on a trip to, let's say, to go on a safari,
Yeah.
I think this lens could be of good use.
Nice. Because it's that's an interesting type of thing to like put out there for. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know much about lenses for the most part. Like, I'm still learning. But based on what you're telling me, it's like that's what would go into. I guess if you want to not start out, but you're like, oh, I want a bit of cut above.
Yeah,
it's
because
like
technically there are competitors to this lens that are cheaper.
Yeah.
There's the Samyang one that for some reason Samyang does not really promote, but it's out there. And I remember watching videos on it, and it's not bad. It's cheaper. I think it's like $599 or $699 depending on where you look.
Oh, it's not bad.
And it is lighter.
Okay.
It's a lighter lens, and I think it's also apparently reportedly sharper at the edges when you have it wide open. The only downside is, one, it's not weather sealed, and two, the autofocus isn't as fast. But if you're not using it for sports photography and stuff like that, it's probably even a better, decent option than if you just want to get portraits, because then you're not worried about fast autofocus. And especially for somebody like me that has to think about the weight with their hands and stuff like that, it's a lighter option and it's more cost affordable. So that's probably a better choice right there. And there's another lens I just remembered. I just saw like 2 seconds ago. The Rokinon makes their own version, which I think is like maybe $500.
Yeah.
It's like
Rokinon is always.
We have some
a little
Rokinon
cheaper.
lenses, don't we?
Yeah, this camera that's pointed to me is a Rokinon lens, and this other one is SLR Magic, I think.
Oh, the Rokinon one is f2. Is it made for Sony? Hold on, let me see. I need to know if it's made for Sony. Come on, guys, let me know. I just want to know. Rokinon. Oh no, they have a 135mm f1.8.
Nice.
$639.
That's still not bad.
No, it's not.
That's
It's cheaper.
Not bad.
Yeah, f1.8 to 22 E-mount lens, full frame format. I gotta look this up and see what the quality is, but and the reviews are not bad. Cannot stop taking pictures with this lens. See, somebody did say lens freezing, loss of autofocus and aperture.
Lens reason. Oh,
Yeah, that's not good.
and these are not.
These are reviews up for B&H.
Oh, okay. Yeah, B&H is pretty good place to get a good gauge of,
Yeah, it's not like
people
an
that have
Amazon.
no problem. Yeah, it's like people on B&H have no problem speaking their mind. It's like and what I like about that store is like whenever you go there, nobody's trying to upsell you, except for the audio department and the lighting department. That's right, B&H.
I think B&H knows you by name. Meanwhile, I like to go to Adorama. That's just me.
Oh, for some odd reason, I don't know why it's harder for me to get to Adorama than it is for me to get to B&H. I don't know why. It's just like this weird, and it's much smaller too, much smaller place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're from what I suspect they're owned by the same people.
No, don't say that. They're competitors.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're
at least they got rentals, so that's I do like that about
B&H doesn't have rentals.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out, but they have classes you can go.
Yes.
And they always have like events and stuff like that that I've seen in the past. I think but I've only tuned into one.
Adorama has a whole bunch of classes all the time, and I like to tune into theirs all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any better, because I'm always curious as to see like companies that like, oh, did we sell these things? But do you know how to use them? Is a whole, like, whenever they're doing live streams and whatnot, like, how does it look? It's like, that's like, And what I've noticed, I mean, I haven't seen Adorama, so I don't know if Adorama is any better. But what I've noticed is live streaming, even for companies that's like, we do this.
They have issues.
They always have issues.
They have
audio
issues. They have audio drop. They have people like, hey, man, we can't hear you. And then they got to go and check the signal, like something signal drop out. Yeah, no, I think that's just part of the course for anybody that's doing live streaming. You're going to have issues.
Right. I don't know. I've always said, like, I think those type of companies, they need to, if it's something they're thinking about doing more of, I always suggest, well, hire a team. I know what they're trying to do. There's like, oh, let's get our internal people to do it. And but that's not like their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're saying they should have a dedicated AV team that's used to doing this, like it's their bread and butter every day.
Either hire them to come in, contract them for, if you're just doing this once in a while, I would say contract a team to do it, and just give them the toys you have. It's like, cause there's a lot of, it's like, yeah, let me get this and this and this and this, you know. Because the funniest one that I saw was the one where they did Rodecaster video, and the people who were on it were all like streaming professionals, but it was still trash. but the thing is, they're not the ones running it. So.
Yeah, they're just the guests.
Right.
They're just looking at like,
yeah. So
we could do so much better.
So it is what it is with that. So it's like, it's live streaming is hard, no matter how you're trying to pull it. But you definitely need a way to do it. But anyway, listen. So, in conclusion,
it's
good
an amazing lens, and definitely one I think we're going to add to our arsenal here at the studio. Although I am interested in maybe getting the Samyang just to save $100, because technically I don't necessarily need the fast autofocus. I mean, I do sports photography once in a while, but I don't know. I'll see if I can get a good deal on the Viltrox one, and maybe I'll get that one.
Yeah, maybe there's a sale. Like, what other sales are coming up? Christmas Day sales?
Yeah, I think we already.
Do they even have Christmas Day sales?
I think they have like New Year's Day sales. I think that's a thing.
This is like the regrettable portion of capitalism. It's like, yeah.
Or maybe we'll get somebody that bought it and then return it and get an open box.
Gotcha.
And I'll see if I can pick it up. But I'm excited, like, to use this outside. When it gets warmer. Get some really cool shots, because I'm jealous of everybody's work I see on Facebook or Instagram. I'm like, that could be
it's
me.
weatherproof, so yeah, that can help.
Yeah, so I'm excited to go and use that. But like I said, this is definitely a great lens for anybody, beginner to mid, preferably mid. If you're a beginner, you should be really starting off with a 50mm, then making your way either to 85 or down to a 35, depending on what your tastes may be or where your passions may lay. But if you're over there, you need distance, you need that long telephoto length, then I think the 135mm by Viltrox at 4.8 is pretty good.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So get the lens if you can, I guess.
And let us know how you like it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. Thank you for those watching.
Yes.
We appreciate
because we went live on TikTok.
Yeah, it's behind the scenes TikTok stuff. So, say hello to the folks, the 2 people watching. I don't go live a lot on my account, so there's probably nobody knows. There's like, TikTok is weird. But anyway, we're not going to have it anymore.
I'm about to say, we probably won't have TikTok for the next couple months anyway.
Like, yeah, so whatever. We'll go live and we'll do whatever we want.
Exactly.
Well, not, we still got to stay in the terms of service. But anyway, don't forget you can find ISO Insiders anywhere podcasts are served. If you want to check out our socials, we are on Instagram at ISO Insiders. You can find us also on Blue Sky, same name,
Blue Sky,
which allows 30-second videos.
I heard they're going to increase it.
Sure. And you can also find the video version of this on YouTube. So just look up ISO Insiders or Gifted Video Networks. Gifted Videos Network. Yeah. So no networks, but work.
One network, sir.
Yeah, one network. Or like I said, subscribe to it via audio, wherever podcasts. We're everywhere. So easy to get. It's free. Everywhere. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to subscribe and say hi.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right. Peace.